Deb here with my influence on the truth and nothing but the truth on influencing, content creating, social media. It's time to get into the talk that everyone wants to know. Deb, how did you get to where you are right now? Um, I want to start with a couple of questions. I'm gonna go by question based here from what you guys personally wanted to know. I asked on my Instagram, what you guys want to know when it comes to content creating, and it's something that I feel like I just encouraged everybody. I encourage everyone to create some form of content because it's just so easy to monetize, make money from, also do something you love through your content. So I just feel like it's almost like it can become a career, but it could be your hobby as well. Um, it's just something that I find so much joy in, and I know that a lot of people would if they actually gave it a chance. So yeah, I always be encouraging people like you should start some type of something channel, TikTok, Instagram, something. So a question that we're gonna start with is, when did I start? So everyone is very curious, like, Jeb, when did you start? Because I feel like a lot of people don't see the the coming up of the journey along the way. They kind of just see you when you're already out there. So I did start my first makeup page, which was Instagram, BeatsByDeb. I deleted all my personal accounts and I started fresh, which was BeatsByDeb, in 2017, that summer. Um, yeah, I just started creating content while I was in cosmetology school. I talked more about that in my introduction episode, if you guys want to go back a couple of episodes. Yeah, so I've been online, what is that, 2017? What is that, like 5 years now? Um, yep, been online for 5 years now, and it's been a ride, I tell you that much. But it is humbling, to say the least, that it's blown up to where it is now. How did I get started, and what inspired me to create the content that I create? Um, I feel like it's always some like super crazy story for people, but for me, it was literally just like I should film my journey along the way to see how I progress in my makeup. It wasn't like I expected anything to happen. It was just like, okay, well, I feel like I'm getting better and better with each look. So like I want to like document the journey type of thing. And it ended up blowing up into something I didn't expect. So I just, yeah, it started like that. I will say though, I had Snapchat and was making little like snap story, whatever you want to call them, little snippets of me doing my makeup. And I had graduated 2017. So it literally, like, people were from high school were asking me like, you need to make a YouTube. Back then it was like mainly just YouTube. Instagram was mainly for pictures, not videos. So yeah, everyone's like, create a YouTube or show us on Snap. I had all my friends on Snap, so they're like, show me how you did that look. So I would do little snippets here and there on Snapchat, which was fun, to be honest. It was really just, it was real good. I didn't have anything to start out. I didn't have any technology, any lighting, any crazy, amazing products. I literally was just using Amazon glitters and, whatever I could find pretty much. So yeah, it's a humble beginning. And I feel like that makes me appreciate it even more. I'm really big on like the little stuff. Like I don't like wasting product. I don't like getting outside of myself when it comes to makeup. I still am very much like, I donate my makeup when I get the chance. When I don't, I'm not going to use it. I'm not just throwing it away. It's something that's really dear to my heart. I feel like people can use. So I'm really big on that. But yeah, like that's pretty much how I got started. I started, I guess, on Snapchat, you could say that, before I deleted my Snap, and then began to migrate over to Instagram after I created my Beats by Deb page. And everything after that, I posted only on Instagram. And it was cool to see, even though it was like 2-3 people, it was cool to see people get inspired by my makeup and even just compliment my makeup, because I had always thought that it was just so outrageous. Not even just that, I'd say like, especially at a time I really hated the way I looked, and so like makeup was kind of an outlet. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like people actually like this, people I didn't know, even if it was a one random person on my, commenting like, this is really cool. I'm just like, that is worth doing another video. You know what I mean? So that motivation kind of kickstarted me to really start getting into creating every day. And it helped that I was going to cosmetology school, so I was able to have my creative side out, able to create looks all the time, every day, literally every day. I would go to cos school with my makeup done. I would never, at that point in life, I was not walking outside without makeup on. So it made it convenient. The Lord set the plan perfectly, because I'm like, I was going to do my makeup anyway. Why not film it? You know what I mean? It's different when you don't really wear makeup on a regular. Like now, I don't wear makeup on a regular, so it's more like I plan my content. But before, I was like, I'm gonna wear the makeup anyway, so why not film it? And that's kind of how I like to encourage people who want to create content. It's like, start with something that you do anyways. Say you're a nurse or something like that. Start with telling tips about different health facts that the normal person probably wouldn't know. Like, you could create content in any form. Okay, don't get it twisted, so stuff that you already like to do, stuff that you already do on a daily, it's like you can create content through that. That's why everybody kind of wants to become like a lifestyle content creator, because it's like, yeah, if I could just show my life, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just something that's passive income. If I could show my life like I always do, I'm going shopping, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, showing that, as long as you're comfortable, it's like, if I can make income from that, heck yeah, I want to do that, And so, yeah, that's pretty much what inspired me to create, was like the encouragement that I got. The more encouragement I got, the more it pushed me to like, okay, let me create, let me make another video, let me, try this look. They're sending me stuff like, oh, Deb, you should try this look that this girl did, or you should try, I'm like, oh, y'all want me to do her look? Like, okay, yeah, you want me to do they look? Heck yeah, I'll try it out. So yeah, that's really what inspired me. It's always good to have people in your corner too. Like, my support system is really great as well, I will say, because I feel like if people are against you in it, that's a whole different ball game. If you're alone in this, I will say I'm blessed enough to not have that. I have a lot of people in my corner. Yeah, a lot of people are rooting for me. So that's a big thing for me. Someone asked, do you need all the latest technology to start creating? They were asking, what do you use to record? What do you use? That type of thing. Y'all, I use my phone to film every piece of content dang near you see on my social media. The common misconception is that you really need like $1 million to get started. No, you do not. Because like I said, I was using my phone. I was literally filming on Snapchat like this, like, one hand on my phone like this, like, it's, I feel like that's an excuse at this point. I'm calling you out, sis. Yeah, that's an excuse, because I have made plenty of videos showing y'all exactly how you can use your phone. As long as you're using that back camera, baby, you're set. I will say, I mean, I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, smartphones are the way to go. Smartphones are the way to go. I recommend an iPhone because that's all I've used. But if you have an Android, same thing. As long as you use the good part of your camera. For us, it's the back camera. So use your back camera to film. To be honest, on TikTok and stuff, I always use my front camera because I need to see myself. But literally, when I tell y'all, I set my camera right up on my desk like this, right like this. And I'm literally filming. I'm talking to myself, like I'm talking to y'all through the camera, obviously. But I'm seeing myself. I'm talking. Camera quality doesn't get lost or anything like that. I mean, it's really that simple. There's a lot that goes into actually creating the content. I will say that. But as far as the technology, to answer the question, no, you do not need the latest technology. I will say, as long as you have at least, what are we on, like iPhone 13 right now? So I'd say as long as you have maybe like a 10 and up. So that's a couple years back. As long as I guess that's latest type of, because this is, okay, so this is the iPhone, this is the newest one. Is this the newest one? This is the 12, I think. This is the 12. No, this is the 13. What am I doing? This is the 13. this camera quality is so crisp. I don't know how to explain it. Like, if I'm filming TikTok on the front camera with this, it's really not made for that. I feel like the camera quality be too crisp, if that makes sense. So I like using my 11. So this is the 11. I use this phone for mostly everything. And it's crazy because I bought this one. This don't have no service on it. I bought it just for content, literally. Tell me why it's like I don't even use it like that, because it's so crisp that it's like, okay, whoa now. You know, like, I don't know what Apple is doing. But yeah, I like this one because it gives a more realistic feel. Like, this one is almost like they took that sharpener feature and just turned that boy up, cranked it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be seeing every pore on my face, which that's cool for when I'm when I'm showing my makeup off and stuff like that. But on the front camera, I don't like it. So I'll use my back camera to do my low light videos. So like whenever I'm, like just taking a video like this to show off my makeup look at the end, I'm always going to use my more crisp camera because I want to show y'all exactly how my skin looks, the blend, like that type of thing. As opposed to this back camera, obviously this one is better. But my front camera, is something about the front camera with the new iPhone that I just don't like. But again, this was an investment. After I was like, okay, I want to up my quality, over time. This was not something you need. You know what I mean? I've done classes in the past where I've showed lighting and things like that, where you don't have to have a ring light. If you can't afford that right now, don't do anything outside of your means until you can really like, okay, this is an investment. This is a decision I want to make. Test some things out. As far as ring lights and things like that, I don't think you necessarily need it. It is a great investment to have, especially when creating makeup content, I feel like, because lighting is dang near everything. But I'll give y'all a little bit of game right now. Go get you some white light bulbs from Home Depot. You could get a pack of like 4 of them for probably like $10. And as long as you have a lamp, you should be fine. I would say like if you can aim the light like right on you, that'd be perfect. But as far as like having a giant ring light, $150 ring light, not necessary. They do sell ring lights for cheaper now though. For like $50, you could get like a nice maybe one like this big off Amazon. You could start with that before you get the big professional kind, of course. But yeah, like, I don't think you need the latest technology, but it's all going to be an investment towards the type of content that you want. So I know that you'll probably want that over time, but getting started, I don't think it's necessary. There are alternatives to it to still get started. Yeah, you could use bathroom light if you want to. I mean, there's a lot of people in this industry. It does have to do with quality content and stuff, but your skill really is important as well. So if it's something that you really want to do that you find joy in, I just feel like get started. Like, what are we waiting for? You know what I mean? Because there are alternatives. Because $10 for some light bulbs, that's like a McDonald's meal. You know what I'm saying? You could afford that. Let's get it together, okay? We got this. Okay, so next question is, how do I stay on trend? So someone asked, Deb, how do you stay on trend with, content always, and social media, I'll say, always updating and moving forward? I'm not going to lie, you do have to be on the apps. Like, you have to. When I started out, I really did not want to get on TikTok. Like, it was that time when everyone was getting on TikTok, and there's those people like me where I'm like, I don't want to get on that. Like, that app looks weird. Like, I'm not trying to start over on another app type of thing. But I'm so glad I listened to my sister when she said, get on TikTok now. Like, you need to. And if I would have even started a year earlier, I probably would have been as big as some of these other people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I was able to after a while. Because that app can really change lives. I will say, let me give y'all a little bit more game too. TikTok is not for creators. Let me say that again. TikTok is not for creators. TikTok can create opportunity, okay? Instagram is for creators. Facebook is pretty much for anybody. And Twitter is like its own thing. Y'all not going to see me on Twitter I'm not going to say never, but Twitter is not my app. TikTok, Instagram, yeah. Instagram is for creators. It's literally made for us, for real. But it creates this like perception around like things are just easy on there, body dysmorphia going on there, that type of stuff. But it's all the apps now are creating more of a video based content type of style because of the reels, and then now there's Instagram stories and stuff like that. So I will say everything's changing, but you have to be on the apps scrolling and getting updates and stuff to stay updated. So like on TikTok, I'll be on TikTok for like an hour straight just scrolling through. You could even if you don't like the apps, I would suggest like say that you do recipes online or something. Look up on TikTok, just look up like cooking videos or look up like recipes, whatever. Just scroll through and see the latest videos. First of all, the latest videos. Scroll through the latest videos and just see what people are doing, talking about what the algorithm is saying for certain videos, because it'll show you like, okay, this one went viral, this one didn't go viral. Let's see why that was. You have to do your research. You got to do your research. Nobody's going to do it for you. If you're creating content, nobody's going to sit there and just, here's what you have to do. You do have to be on those apps. You do have to dig into the type of content you want to create. And so what I'll do sometimes, like my TikTok, it's not much makeup on my TikTok. I'm not going to lie. Like on my, you know how your For You page is for you. Like that's what you like to see. So my TikTok is mainly like animals, black creators doing black creator stuff. It's not just makeup. And then like a little bit of makeup, cooking videos. Like, yeah, that's pretty much like transition videos too, because I'm always doing some type of transition. But yeah, I will stay on trend that way by literally looking up makeup videos. And I'm not going to lie, I look up makeup videos for people that look like me because I know that's what they want to see. My audience wants to see people who look like us. I'm not going to lie. I have a mixed audience, so I do like to stay on like most of all the trends that's going on. But yeah, just based off of how I see my content going, like it is pretty it's pretty black. Like I'm just going to say that's what it is. And that's said to be for most content creators. They'll see who their audience is. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I like to do it that way instead of just, well, let me just create a video here and there. No, you need to be updated. You gotta scroll on that stuff. Instagram too, like pretty much Reels is TikTok now. Like, let's not lie. So I'll scroll on Reels too. Like, as long as you know what the trending sounds and stuff are. Okay. I'm giving y'all game all through this video. This is something that I learned from Makeup by Jess that I did not know. When we did that content class together, I did with them, her and Natural Beauty by Jazz. Y'all, I did not know that you can find a trending sound on Reels. And I don't know why I didn't know this, but go on your Reels right now, like pause the video, go to your Reels if you don't know this trick. Literally go to Reels, and at the bottom where it shows the sound, there's this little arrow that's pointing up like this. And if it's doing that, that says that the sound is trending. I said, what in the world? I never knew that. Like, do you know how vital that information is for your videos? Because it don't matter if you don't like the sound. It don't matter if the song is dumb. It don't matter if whatever they saying in the video. You better use them sounds, because if that's what's trending, that will put your video higher at the top to go viral. You know what I'm saying? So you will not see me use like any other, just a normal song, unless I'm doing a voiceover in the video and it'll just say like, BeatsByDeb, like this is her sound because I'm talking in it. You'll see me use trending music every single time, like, because that's what's going to push you. Like whatever's trending is going to push you. So same thing for like the style of content. Say, the little fox eye, the little siren eye type of makeup is trending, which it is right now. So I did a look like that, which I don't like that style of makeup, but I did it because it's trending. That video went up because that's what people want to see. Early in my career on here, on social media, I began listening to what people wanted from me. I'm not going to lie. They were like, Deb, do Halloween makeup. I don't even celebrate Halloween. Never have. And I don't see myself doing that in the future either. Dressing up and all that. Not really. Literally, I started doing Halloween makeup, just the makeup. Like, I'm just doing the makeup. I'm doing the costumes Do you know that blew my page up every year? I would go from like 50K to like 100 or like 10K. That blew my page up from like 12K to like 30. Just October. Literally doing Halloween looks in October. I'm telling y'all, if y'all push yourselves, you will see yourself improve as well as your content and your audience shift. And my audience shifted in a way I didn't expect. People expected a lot out of me. Like, they were like, whoa, if you can create yourself into an avatar, then you can do art on your face. Whoa. Okay. I'm like, look, I consider myself an artist, makeup artist. But like, as far as the girl who literally be sitting there like drawing on her face, I'm not gonna say I can do all that, okay? But it's cool to challenge yourself. So like, that's how I really like to do things. If you listen to your audience, I'm telling you, they gonna tell you what they want every time. They're like, as much as I'll be like, stop asking me for natural glam. Whenever I do it, the video go up. They love it. Like, I do not wear natural glam unless I'm like, well, I pretty much do wear natural glam when I go out, in makeup, but I rarely do at this point. It's either like I'm full glam or like, so like now the whole like no makeup look, like I tried it somewhat today. If you can tell, I tried it somewhat today. The no makeup look is in, and I'm just like, either I'm in a full face or I'm bare face. You know what I'm saying? So that's difficult for me, but it's a whole nother audience that I could bring into my audience. You know what I mean? Like, we got to compromise in certain situations. So that's a big one for me, is like listening to your audience. And if you don't have that audience yet, that's okay. Ask your family, ask your friends, like, what do y'all want to see from me? There even was that trend that was going around, like, my friend drew on my eye what I should do my makeup as. So like, they would send like a blank picture to their friend of them with no makeup on, and then their friend would like go on Snapchat and like create an eye look, like draw it on there, and then they would do their makeup to match it. And I thought that was like a good trend to show, like, guys, people be getting inspired by what you do, and that can inspire you. You know what I mean? So it was really cool. It was just some goofy stuff, like, they sending it to the men in the family, and they're just like white dots all over your face, and you can take that and run with it. You know what I'm saying? There's even celebrity makeup looks. Like, Doja Cat just posted this one look. She's bald now because she shaved her head, and she has like white lines going all over her face. FYI, I got my nails done on rhinestone. Girl, I'm doing that look with white liner and rhinestones immediately. Like, y'all probably gonna see it by the time this is up. No, it's probably gonna be next week. But that's a look I want to do for sure. So you can get inspired by anything. Yeah. That's how I stay on trend, to answer that question. Advice to upcoming creators. Getting started is hard due to the algorithm. So one of the creators that I really like on Instagram had asked that question. Advice to my upcoming babies getting started. Again, you are really your biggest critic. Like, I'm telling you, you really are. I guess my advice would be, like, you have to stay consistent. And as much as like everybody tries to beat that in everyone's head, it really is really the best advice I can give. I cannot tell you the amount of work that went into getting to where I am right now, and the work that I'm gonna keep putting in to get even further. For the last 5 years, I really haven't taken a break. The most I haven't posted, the longest I went without posting online was 1 week. I went 1 week once in my 5-year span without posting. And it felt like a year to me because I was not doing what I was loving to do, first of all. But I'm not saying you have to post every day, because that's just something, I try to strive for, is to post at least 2-3 times a week. But people want to see consistency. They don't want to see one post a month. Like, they don't want to see that. They'll like what you do, because if your art is great, they're gonna love it regardless. Good, great, awesome. But they really want to see more and more of you. And I'm speaking to you, whoever is sitting here, like, that's how you really do have to post. I would recommend getting on every app you can get on: Pinterest, Facebook too, and Twitter. Those apps I feel like people don't talk about. I'm over here saying get on Twitter. Girl, I need to get on Twitter. But get on Pinterest, get on Facebook. First of all, they paying over there. On Facebook, for real, they paying over there. You need to get on that. But and every app brings a different audience. So I feel like you need to get on every app you can. At least those big 5 ones. YouTube too, if you can. I would say, yeah, you have to stay consistent with your content. People like to know you personally. And that's something that I have struggled with through my whole career, is like getting personal online. I can have a personality. Okay, there's a difference, because I can show my personality online, but getting personal is the difference. That is like, okay, I don't really want y'all to be all in my family business and all that. But I've come to the conclusion that, like, you can give a lot online, and you can also not give a lot. You can give a lot without saying much. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can also say a lot without giving much information. If you get what I'm saying, like, as long as you differentiate which situation you could do that in, I feel like you'll be fine. Because for me, I just don't like to get too personal. You get what I'm saying? Like, to where people start feeling entitled over my life, that I don't like. And that kind of leads me into one of my other questions, which is like, do you see yourself doing like celebrity makeup and that type of, or like, do you see yourself acting and being this really huge creator and stuff like that? I would love to be an even bigger creator than I am. Obviously in the future, one day, I would love that, to be honest, but I feel like celebrities do be going through a lot as far as people feeling entitled over their lives, and as I guess their advice would just be ignore it. But it's some things you just be like, you about to get smacked talking to me like that. You know what I mean? Like, people be feeling really entitled. But yeah, my advice is really to stay consistent. Don't beat yourself up over small beginnings. You know what I mean? Get inspired by other creators. Basically, my page right now is getting inspired by other creators like me and recreating their looks. It's really fun to put your own spin on what somebody else has done. It's really great. As long as you credit those people, credit them immensely. You know what I mean? You'll be fine. Like, but I feel like that's a way that you can create connections, friendships, all of that together. Yeah, I feel like that's always a plus. Let's see. Okay, we did that one. We did that question. Let's see, what's the next question here? Oh, that was the next question. Oh no, the next question is, how do you stretch your content? Do you plan your content? So, I was talking about that a little bit before. I don't necessarily plan my content like too far in ahead. I'm being real with y'all. I don't really plan my content too far ahead. I will see a look, or I will get inspired by something and say, I'm doing that this week when I have time. You know, usually my week is planned. Now, too far out, not really. Or I'll be like, okay, next week or the week after this, I'm gonna do that. But it's not like too far out planned. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to have like a planner of a bunch of content to create. I'm not gonna cap, like, that would be great. But realistically, like, not as of right now. I did at one point, but really, just being honest, not right now. A week in advance be good for me, because usually I'll have like my weekend plans and stuff. A lot of my schedule goes off of my boyfriend as well. Like, his off days, I'll be like, okay, I'm not working his off days. He has 2 main off days, and so I'll be like I'm gonna film all my stuff, get all my stuff done before this man off day, so that we can relax and have fun, whatever. And so, like, every other day that I'm not with him, I'm like trying to do something, and then like before his off day come, I'm trying to have everything together. So, I guess you could call that planning. I mean, it's like a week ahead. I guess some people don't plan nothing at all. So yeah, I'm planning about a week in advance. And as far as like that goes, though, with stretching it, I didn't used to do this. I used to literally film a new look every single day. Let me tell you something. Do not do that. You will get burnt out, because I did. You want to, it's so easy now because you can take your TikToks and reels and, flip flop them and stuff like that. But what I like to do is I sit in this room to film for about 7-8 hours straight, and it'll be for one look. For example, I just filmed a look. It was a fall inspired look, with the fall colors and stuff like that. Y'all can go on my page. It's posted. Basically, what I do is that morning, I knew I was going to film the look because I was just like, okay, I'm about to change my hair. All this plays a part. So I'm like, okay, what hair am I wearing? So I had a blonde wig on. I said, after I take that blonde off, I'm going to put this curly wig on. And that day that I want my hair to look fresh in the video. So when I put the hair on, I'm going to do the look too. I had a bunch of stuff going on that day. I had to go to the gym. I had to go to the grocery store. I had to go to Bible study that night. While in Bible study, I was getting my work done. So I'm doing my hair during Bible study. So after I got done with my hair, I'm sitting there and I'm contemplating. But that morning, like I was saying, I had sat there and I scrolled and I scrolled and I scrolled on TikTok and I scrolled on Reels. And I found the transitions that I was going to do. So what I do is, after I got done with my hair, I sat there and I filmed the first part of my video. So the first part of your transition is usually you looking crazy, whatever. You do that part. You save all the videos, right? And then I sat there. I did my makeup. I filmed while I did my makeup. So I filmed each step by step by step. And when I say I filmed, I sat there and I clicked the button for a couple of seconds of me showing me doing my brow. Then a couple of seconds me showing me doing my eye. And that, just doing that. But girl, I was watching TV. Like after Bible study, I was watching TV. I was chilling, whatever. You don't have to make it difficult. It's going to take time because you're sitting there, focusing on one thing mainly. But you don't have to be like, oh, I hate this. I'm always having fun with it, So yeah, I'm sitting there doing my TikTok, and then I get done with that, me filming my makeup part video. And then I go back and I finish my transition videos on Reels, on Instagram, and then on TikTok. And through that, I have like 3 transitions on TikTok, 2 transition on Reel. Also have me doing my makeup, and then a separate video for me doing my lips. So that in total is like 7 videos of content, right? 7. So I could post one every day of the week if I wanted to, but instead I do like 2 a day, so that you really are engaging with your audience. You keeping up on it. They like, dang, she's throwing that content out, but it's really only one look. It only took one day. You know what I'm saying? Half a day. Y'all see are y'all liking what I'm saying right now? Because I need you to it's time. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the way to go. I feel like, especially because with those 7 videos, I can take them boys from TikTok and post them on Reels. I can take them and post them on Facebook. I can take them and post them on Pinterest, YouTube, all of that. Like Twitter if I wanted to. Well, I'm still confused about Twitter. Somebody put down in the comments, what's Twitter on? Because is that videos or is that pictures? I don't know. But y'all see what I'm saying? Where it's like, you can take a transition. I could have sat there with that makeup on and talked about a topic or something that's going on. If you're that type of, I don't really like talking about too political stuff or anything like that. But if you're that type where you could sit there, or even just something that happened to you that day, you could, like the one girl, she be doing scenarios and she be there doing it with her makeup on. And then she's a makeup content creator, but she also does these like really funny scenarios of her like talking back and forth to herself or whatever. And people be like, whoa, like your makeup looks crazy. Like that looks so cool. So then they'll go on her page and see her makeup content. So you literally can use whatever you have to like any scenario to create more and more content for yourself, to push yourself even more. So, I mean, I could have sat there and just been like, so y'all, let me tell y'all about what happened today. In that full glam, girl, I was tired. But, like I could have did that and people have been like, whoa, like she's talking about, some random topic, but your makeup is fire. And then I'm like, oh, thanks. Like I'm a makeup artist. Go look on my page. Like you can create different scenarios to really push yourself. It's all about, how you want to go about it, really. I like going about it that way. I usually just be tired afterwards because I done a full day of stuff and I procrastinate to the end of the day to start filming for some reason because okay, so the next question That's how I stretch my content, and planning content, so and so. They had asked, do I see myself acting, doing commercials, or celebrity makeup? And I was saying like earlier, like, yeah, I could see myself like doing commercials and stuff. That would be really cool. I feel like it would stress would come with that, but like butterflies, that type of thing, which I don't really like dealing with, but I know that that just kind of comes with certain jobs, and yeah. But as far as celebrity makeup, I've said it before and I will say it again, like, I don't really see myself doing it. I'm not going to say I never will, or like if I got the chance to, I would say no. Because like my girl, recently, I hate mispronouncing people's name. Not Nazara, I think it's her name. Love her. She did SZA's makeup, but I was screaming. Like, you know how dope that is? But I feel like that's one of those people that would like really appreciate that full glam she did. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was I saw that she was super appreciative. It looked like a great experience. And I guess it depends. I guess I should say it depends on who, because there's certain people and celebrities and stuff that I just feel very entitled to, where it's like, I don't have to do anything for you. I don't have to pay you, because I don't care about exposure's not gonna pay bills. Okay, so it's at this point, it's like, okay, even if I, okay, let's say for example, even if I was like, okay, like as long as you post it and say who did your makeup, like that's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I feel like people just be scamming nowadays. They just be like, they don't be wanting to go through with it. Like that right there, it would make me pissed at the industry. So I just kind of stay away from that. Also, I feel like a lot of stress and anxiety comes with that, and I'm the type to just overthink. I'm the type to sit there and not want to be rushed, first of all, and then sitting there picking apart everything I did wrong on somebody's face. Like, nah, that's kind of why I stopped doing clients, is because I'm just like, this is not up to par how I want it to be. Because it's one thing to sit there and do my own face, and I'm used to doing my own face, and it's like, I know every nook and cranny of my face and skin, but I don't know what she about to look like or what they about to, I don't know. And so it's kind of hard to just say, well, yeah, I'll do your makeup, and then I don't know your skin type. People who do client makeup, I literally salute you. Like it's nerve-wracking for me. Like it really is. I just be stressing like, oh my gosh, I could not blend one thing on their face and they whole makeup like, is low key. I'm staring at that one thing wrong, and that's all it really takes. Is like for somebody to post like, BeatsByDeb did this girl makeup, one bad picture, and I'm through. You know what I'm saying? Like the anxiety is crazy. So no, thank you. I'm gonna stay away from that. But yeah, to each his own. We got a couple more questions here. I'm excited. What challenges you most in the makeup influence business? I put a couple of notes here for this one because I'm like, it's so many things. But I said, so it's oversaturated. I'm not going to say over. It's very saturated. I'm going to start with that. So that kind of puts me in the next point, which is creating original content. So with there being the billion people online, right? I just feel like it is difficult to come up with your own trends, your own original, because everything has been done at this point. There's literally not a makeup technique. I'm not convinced because Microsoft, what's her name? The one girl who did she did the flowers. What did she use? Dang. She did something recently. It was in February, actually, and it was kind of like she made flowers out of, like, lipstick or something like that. Or she made kisses. She put kisses on saran wrap with red lipstick and put it on her cheek and, like, blushed it out. That right there, I've never seen that done. That was one of the most original things I had seen done in a long time, and she's a very awesome creator. Her and Nazara, they are freaking lit. Like, there's some people that's like, you're the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. But now I'm done geeking them. Look, there's so much that's been done in this industry. It never feels original anymore to me. And so it's very hard with it being a million different makeup creators. It's like to stay just doing your own thing. Like, I feel like creating anything original. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like I want to have to be inspired by somebody every video. It's like, it's because I literally I'm not inspired. Like, so I guess you could say like creator's block is like a huge struggle for me. I'd be like, I cannot think of anything to do because everything's been done. You know what I mean? And even when doing that, again, I do get inspired by the girls. I'll be like, oh my gosh, you are beautiful. This makeup look is amazing. I want to try it. It's never like, let me steal your look. You know what I mean? It's always like, wow, like they did that. I want to do that too. You know what I mean? But creating your own original look is something so just amazing about it. And so I really do be like needing prayer about that, because I'll be like, please pray for me, because I'm trying my best to create something original, but it's just everything seems to be taken for real. Like, and then I don't want to step on nobody. Say like I change one little piece of technique about the way I do this makeup, and then like somebody feels like I already did that makeup look before. Then I'm big on crediting people, so I don't never want to be like, I created this and then you haven't. So it's that kind of thing kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety with it, but I'm cool with getting inspired by other people. I am. I just really would rather create my own just original stuff. That would just be absolutely amazing. That would be surreal. Like, every look I'm just like, yeah, I did it myself, So yeah, that's a big one. With it being so many creators, it's just like, dude, how can I be different? You know what I mean? And I know that a lot of people getting started are asking that same question. But like I just said, there's really nothing wrong with getting inspired by other people. I try to get inspired by literal objects at this point, and I get inspired by hair colors. I got a wig over there sitting there so colorful, y'all. I'm like super excited because that wig is fire, and I will be creating a bomb look with it. Like, there's color schemes that I'll get inspired from. It could be literally anything. So that's just stuff to combat what's a challenge for me. But another one is showing personality is a big challenge for me. I wouldn't say showing personality, but getting personal. I talked about that earlier too. Putting your personality into your videos is a big thing for people. There's just like, for example, my audience, they really do look at me for my makeup most of the time. But then there's other creators that I see that also create makeup content, and they are talking to their audience. They are sitting there going day to day through like, yeah, this is what I'm doing today while doing their makeup. They like, girl, and guess what? And da da da, and talking about their life. And I'm just like, I'm not getting that person online, but guess what? Them people be eating it up. They be loving it, and they get so much engagement from that, So I don't want to just be known as like, Deb just does makeup. I do want to get like personal online. As soon as people asking some real sensitive questions, I'll be like, all right, too much dip on your chip. You know what I'm saying? Step back. But, that comes with it. And I can't like boo-boo on that. Like I should own that, So that's a big challenge for me that I'm starting to do more with TikTok. TikTok has really, like I said, it's not for creators as far as monetizing and money, but as far as like creating opportunity, being able to really show a side of yourself you're not able to as much on Instagram, definitely. And that's helped me a lot. Let's see. This is actually two more questions. So this is a good one. How is it being a Black influencer in the beauty world? This is a big one, man. Like, for me personally, I just feel like I'm not going to sit here and make it a big thing, because Black is beautiful. I know that I'm thankful for where I am right now, and how far I've come. But I will say, it's always that thought in my head that's like, you will never be as big as certain creators because of the color of your skin. And to like wrap my mind around that is like impossible. I just be like, there's absolutely no freaking way. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I will never understand that. That people will literally ostracize you no matter how creative you are, no matter how great of content you create. You will not be as big as somebody else because of the way you look. And I will say, it sucks. But now there has been so many Black creators put on a platform easier. Not even just easier, but I feel like we have a space. There's a space for us right now. And although that may just be mainly in the Black community, it still is like there's a space there. And that gives me a lot of hope. Because there was a point where I was just like, okay, I'm not the type of Black girl that they want to see. Because I have lighter skin, right? That's certain criteria for people. It's like, oh, she's light skinned, so that's good. Well, let me stop you right there, right? It's not the type of light skin that they want still. Do you get what I'm saying? If I had curly hair, like naturally curly hair, and I was light skinned, then I'm automatically put in a certain box. But I don't. My hair relaxed, girl is short, like, so I'm already not that type of Black girl. I don't have a shaved head and I'm super dark skinned and African, because that's another box of Black girl, right? There's still this in between. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I hope I'm not offending anybody, by the way, but it's really, I'm just being real with it. Like, there's a box. Dark skin, brown skin, lighter skin, but Black girl. That box right there, like African American. Like, that box, you put in that box, like, it, I'm not going to cap. It's something that, like, it's just a unique thing that you got to embrace it at the end of the day. You got to know, like, I'm going to appeal to my audience at the end of the day. I'm here for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just sit there and be mad about it because they're the ones that supported me. We're supporting each other. We have to. Literally, we have to in this. But the thing is, with a lot of stuff that goes on in our community and forgiveness that needs to set in place, we got a lot going on in our community, I will say. But it's getting better. I feel like it is. I feel like it is in the aspect of support. But again, just knowing that it's like, yeah, no matter how much content I create, it didn't been creators on these apps for 1 year, and they got millions and millions and millions and millions, and you try not to look at it like, is it because you look, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that they didn't been on the platform for a year and got millions and millions and millions, but they didn't post it 50 times a day, put that work in. It don't matter what you say. It don't matter that they look like this or nothing. You can't even say that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not make excuses. And let's not, like, throw people under the bus. But because there are people that work their behind off to get where they at. But there are people that will always work their behind off and will never get the recognition they deserve. And I'm not going to put creators' names out there, even though I want to, because it's like, this person, I literally could have a list of at least 30 creators off the top of my head that deserve millions and millions of people to support them. But it's like, y'all, not y'all, but people will never look at them the way that they look at this person over here or that person over there. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that sucks. That will. If you say the top 5 makeup influencers, what do they all have in common? And I'll leave that question with that. Okay. Last question, which I guess kind of plays off of the last thing. How do I stay encouraged? That's a big one for me. How do I stay encouraged? Obviously, like I spoke about last episode, having God in the center of what I'm doing really does keep me encouraged, because I know I could go to him and tell him everything that's making me mad. Forgive that mess, and let's move on. Let's go to the next thing. You know what I mean? But about staying encouraged as well, having the support system that I have, and let me be more specific, my family and my friends, is just something that absolutely necessary. The man that I'm with always encouraging me. My family, his family, they be showing out. Like, y'all, for real, it is like just, it's needed. It's needed for me, at least. Not for everybody, because some people are like, hey, I can get through this. I commend you, because it's like, that's awesome. But for me, I would not be how far I am without my loved ones really help pushing me. They send me inspiration. They be like, Deb, you need to do this. They be like, for example, last month for the American influencer thing, they did not let up. Greg's family, I'm gonna stop saying my man at this point. Greg, my man, my boyfriend, him, his family voted every single day, using every email they had. Like, they did not let up. I didn't even vote every day. Y'all, like, my family, they voted. They are just amazing. That's all I can say. Is like, I stay encouraged by seeing the smiles on the people around me, and they smiling at me because they feel proud of me and proud of what I'm doing. I stay encouraged like that. I stay encouraged from the thousands of people that constantly check in on me. Deb, how are you doing? Deb, we love you. Like that. And they encourage me by literally creating my looks. Like, there's stuff that I just be like, think about that. Some person thousands of miles away from you right now, you have never met them in your entire life, looked at your picture online, looked at my picture online, and was like, I want to do that. They got inspired by me. That is super encouraging to me. That makes me want to keep pushing and moving forward and creating content to help more people like them. You know what I'm saying? Like you. And that is just so humbling. Like, doing this, I don't see how people can get a big head from it, because it's like, you really could change somebody's life by just sitting in front of a camera and enjoying yourself. You know how humbling that is? That is amazing. And it makes me extremely happy to see the feedback from people saying, I want to go try this myself. I want to do what you're doing. That is so lit. It's very encouraging. It makes me want to keep moving. And so I guess I just encourage y'all today that I hope you found something that you could use out of this video. Sorry, y'all. My nails is like ASMR. They just crackling together because they're rhinestones. But I hope y'all found something in this video that you can use to create your content, that you could get encouraged by, that you could do differently. I will say, like, this is the best job in the world. And I often find myself, if I'm complaining about something, I'll be like, wait a minute, like, you know how many people would love to do what I'm doing? Be grateful, you know? And I am. I truly, truly, truly am super grateful. Yeah, it's time to get started. It is time to get started. Let's get going, because it's a life changer. Seriously. And with that being said, thank you so much for tuning into True Influence with me, your host, Deb. I'm still planning on getting people onto the podcast, but for now, I love just talking to y'all and digging a little deeper into what I'm doing and into me personally. This is something that I started to have that personal aspect online, and show y'all a little bit more of myself. So I'm glad y'all are liking it. I'm liking the feedback we're getting so far. I'm truly happy that y'all are enjoying it. And with that being said, please don't forget to subscribe. That is a big thing for me. It's showing that y'all are here, that y'all are liking what's going on. please leave a comment, a like. That is also showing me that you're liking what's going on. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you have anything you'd like to say, I would love to read it. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Let me know down below maybe what I should talk about next week. Maybe a play off of this week, or a play off of the relationships again from last week. Whatever y'all think. Something else. Could be anything. Let me know. I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in my next episode. Bye, guys.